Hello students, welcome to the subject Digital Logic Design. Today in this video, let us study about complements. In the previous video, we have studied about different number systems that are used to pass the information to the digital computer. They are decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system and hexadecimal number system. We have already discussed about the base or radix. We are familiar of performing the arithmetic operations in the decimal number system. The similar rules are applied to the operations on the other bases also. Now, let us see how we are doing the same arithmetic operations in binary number system whose base is 2. So, the commonly used arithmetic operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now, let us try to take two numbers and do all these arithmetic operations. So, in order to perform addition operation on binary numbers, let us take two numbers, that is 1010 and 101. So, let us try to add this. Here, before starting this operation, we have to remember that the number of symbols used in the binary number system are only 2, 0 and 1. So, when we are adding 1 plus 1, the result will be 10 instead of 2 in the decimal number system. So, remembering this point, let us try to add 1010 and 101. So, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1 and 1 plus 1 added with 0 will be 1. So, let us verify whether it is a correct answer or not. Here 1010, the decimal equivalent of this number is 10 and 101, the decimal equivalent of this number is 5. When you try to add 10 and 5 in the decimal number system, 15. The answer 1111 is decimal equivalent to 15. This is the process in which we do binary addition. Now, let us move to the subtraction. For simplicity, let us take the same numbers. We have to subtract 1 from 0, which is not a possible thing. So, as we have seen in our decimal subtraction, when we have to subtract a larger number from a smaller number, we borrow a digit from the previous number. So, likewise, from 1 we try to borrow 1 digit to 0, which becomes 10. So, we have borrowed 1 and the place will be 0. 10 minus 1 will be 1. Here, as we have given a digit to the previous digit, the value here will be 0. 0 minus 0 will be 0. And now again, once again you have to subtract 1 from 0, which is not a possible thing. We will borrow 1 from the previous digit. That is, here now it will become 0 and the value of this 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 1 will become 1. So, now let us verify whether it is a correct answer or not. So, we have said that the value of 1010 in the decimal notation is 10 and the value of 101 in the decimal number is 5. So, when I try to subtract 10 minus 5, the answer is 5. So, the decimal equivalent of 101 is 5. So, now we have to perform the other two operations, that is multiplication and division. So, for doing multiplication also we are taking the same numbers. So, here we will do the multiplication as we have done in a decimal. 1 multiplied with 0 is 0, 1 multiplied with 1 is 1, 1 multiplied with 0 is 0, 1 multiplied with 1 is 1 and 0, all 4 zeros. Next 1, again the same value 1010. You have to add all these intermediate results 0, 1, 0, 1 plus 1 is a 0 with a carry of 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1. So, when I try to convert this into the decimal, this is a 10 and this is 5. 10 into 5 whose value is 15. So, yesterday we have seen how to convert a binary number to the decimal. If you find the value of this binary number, it is nothing but your decimal equivalent. So, let us try to find the value of 110010. So, the power is here, as it is a binary number, the place value will be 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 4, 2 to the power of 5. So, we said the value of a number is nothing but a sum of the products of face value into the place value. 1 into 2 to the power of 5 plus 1 into 2 to the power of 4 plus 0 into 2 cube plus 0 into 2 square plus 1 into 2 to the power of 1 plus 0 into 2 to the power of 0, which is equivalent to 2 to the power of 5 is 32 plus 16 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0, whose value is equivalent to 50. This is the multiplication of the binary number. Now, let us try to divide 10 divided by 101. So, let us try to see how we will do the division operation 1010 and 101. So, 101 will not go in the first 2 digits, we have to take the first 3 digits. 101 is 1. Next, the result is 0 and there is one extra 0 and the remainder is 0, so we will pass this. So, when I try to divide 1010 divided by 101, the result is 10. Let us once again check the answer. We have seen that 1010 decimal equivalent is 10 divided by 101 whose decimal equivalent is 5. 10 divided by 5 is the 2. The binary equivalent of 2 is 10. This is the process of doing the arithmetic operation in binary number system. The similar process also continues in the other bases. But we have said that the octal and hexadecimal numbers are used to represent the memory addresses. So, there is no need to discuss them, but if you are interested, you can do the arithmetic operations on the octal number and hexadecimal number in the similar fashion. So, here you may have a doubt that I have trying to discuss the topic complements and I have discussed the binary arithmetic operation. What is the need for discussing? Here, if in a computer, if you have to perform the operation, you require a separate circuit which does the addition, which does the subtraction, which does the multiplication and division. So, here having 4 different circuits for 4 different operations will become a costlier thing in a digital system. In order to reduce the cost of the system, we have to use one circuit which performs all the operation. Then, how to perform all these operations? By using single operation. So, here addition will be done as it is, but subtraction can be done through addition using complements, which is going to be discussed now. Next, let us see how the multiplication can be performed through addition. Multiplication is nothing but an repeated addition. So, if you can done addition by using sub-circuit, you can done multiplication by using the same circuit repeatedly. Next, how you can perform division? Division is nothing but an repeated subtraction. So, if you can do the subtraction by using the complement, method which is done on the adder circuit, then you can also do the division operation on the complement. So, discussing about the complements is an important topic in the DLD subjects. So, now let us move to the topic. First, let us discuss what is the need for complements. So, under the topic complements, we are going to discuss about what is the need for complements. We are going to discuss types of complements, and we are going to see how to find the complement of a given number. Now, let us see what is the need for complement. So, in previous discussion, we have said that having 4 different circuits for performing 4 arithmetic operation becomes a costlier thing. In order to reduce the cost of the digital system, we try to provide all the arithmetic operation by using a single circuit, that is addition circuit. So, now by using the complement method, you can do the subtraction using the adder circuit. So, this is the need for complement. Complements are used to reduce the cost of the digital circuit by performing subtraction through addition. So, in the previous video we have discussed that in a number system we have the base, which is also called as radix. Here we have 2 types of complement, that is r minus 1's complement, which is known as diminished radix complement, and r's complement, which is known as radix complement. The next topic that we have to discuss is how to find the complement of a given number. Now let us discuss what is r minus 1 complement, how to find r minus 1 complement for a given number. So, r minus 1 complement can be obtained as r to the power of n minus 1 subtracted from n. So, here let us assume n is the number of digits in a given number and r to the power of n minus 1 minus the given number. So, let us assume we have a number 5436. So, the given number is a decimal number, here the radix is 10. So, here we have 4 digits, n is 4, radix is 10, 10 to the power of 4 minus 1 whole subtracted, we have to subtract 5436. So, 10 to the power of 4 minus 1, which is nothing but 1 followed by 4 zeros minus 1 minus 5436. 1 followed by 4 zeros minus 1 is equivalent to 9999 minus 5436. So, you can know that from this explanation, when I want to find r minus 1's complement, that is 9's complement of the decimal number, I have to subtract each digit from the decimal digit 9. 9 minus 5 is 4, 9 minus 4 is 5, 9 minus 3 is 6, 9 minus 6 is 3. This is the 9th complement of the given number 5436. That is 9th complement of 5436 is equal to 4563. So, the simplest procedure to remember is, when I want to calculate r minus 1's complement of the decimal number, which is nothing but the 9th complement, I have to subtract each digit from a 9. So, this is the r minus 1's complement. So, I have calculated the r minus 1's complement for a decimal number. Now, apply the same procedure for the binary number system. For a binary number system, r minus 1 complement is nothing but 1's complement. So, here we have to apply the same procedure. What is the procedure that we have discussed? When I want to find r minus 1's complement of a given number, I have to write r to the power of n minus 1 minus the number to be subtracted. Say for a binary number system, the base is 2, that is 2 to the power of n minus 1 minus the given number. Now we are going to discuss about r minus 1's complement of a binary number. So for a binary number, r, the base r of a binary number is 2. So previously we have discussed that r minus 1's complement of a decimal number is obtained as using the formula r to the power of n minus 1 whole subtracted from the given number. So here the base is 2, 2 to the power of n minus 1 minus n. 2 to the power of, here for example we are taking 1010 which consists of 4 digits, that is 2 to the power of 4 minus 1 minus 1. 2 to the power of 4 is 16, which is represented as 1000. 1000 minus 1 minus n, which can be written as 10001. Here if I subtract 10000 from 1, here I have to borrow from this. Here also there is no number, here also there is no number, here also there. So here the value will be cancelled to 0 and this 1 will be passed here. And from this we are taking 10 here. So 4 zeros minus 1 will become 1111 minus n. So when I want to get 1's complement of a given number, I have to subtract each individual digit of that binary number from 1. So let us see how to find the 1's complement of 1010. Each digit of this number is to be subtracted from 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1. So here the 1's complement of the given number is obtained from by subtracting each individual digit from 1. The simplest formula that you can remember is simply interchange 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. If you see this number, here the first digit is 1, here in the 1's complement it is 0. Here the second digit is 0, in the 1's complement it is 1. So the 1's complement of a given number can be obtained by just interchanging 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. Now let us discuss how to find the r's complement of the decimal number. R's complement of the decimal number is nothing but r minus 1's complement plus 1. We have already written the formula. R minus 1's complement for a decimal number is equal to r to the power of n minus 1 minus n plus 1. So now it will become r to the power of n minus n, which is nothing but the r's complement of a number. When we want to get the r's complement of the decimal number, that which is nothing but the 10's complement, we have to add 1 to the 9's complement of the number. Let us take the number 5673. So in order to find the 10's complement, first you have to find the 9's complement. 9's complement of 5673. As we have previously discussed, we have to subtract each digit from 9. 9 minus 5 is 4, 9 minus 6 is 3, 9 minus 7 is 2, 9 minus 3 is 6. This is the 9's complement. But here I am interested to calculate the 10's complement. 10's complement of the decimal number . 10's Tens complement is equal to 9's complement plus 1. That is, here we have already calculated what is the 9's complement, that is 4326 plus 1, which is nothing but 4327. There is no simple formula to directly remember how to calculate the tens complement. We have to, first we have to calculate the 9's complement of the given number, then we have to add 1 to that complement so as to get the tens complement of the given number. Now let us discuss how to find the 2's complement of the binary number, that is nothing but the r's complement of the binary number. 2's complement, as we have seen, tens complement of a given number is obtained as 9's complement of that number plus 1. Likewise, 2's complement of the given number is obtained as 1's complement of that number plus 1. Let us take an example. 1 0 1 0. Now let us try to find 1's complement. 1's complement of 1 0 1 0. So I have said the simplest procedure to calculate the 1's complement is simply interchange 1 to 0 and 0 to 1, that is 0 1 0 1. This is the 1's complement, but I am interested to calculate the 2's complement. 2's complement is obtained by adding 1 to the 1's complement. 1's complement plus 1, which is nothing but your, so 1's complement value is 0 1 0 1 plus 1, whose value will be equal to 0 1 1 0. This is the 2's complement of the given number 1 0 1 0. Thank you for listening this video.